Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Switch your cards, Ben. It is launch day. Yes, the brand new launch of an amazing collection, Sheena Special Moment stamps, which you're going to absolutely love. If you were here this morning for Wake Up Call, you may have already bought them. Did you go for the original bundle? Did you go for the Showstopper deal? Did you not join us and have no clue what I'm talking about? Well, if that is the case, do not worry, we'll fill you in with all the deets that you need. But it's a very exciting day, brand new stamps, and they have already been flying. The Showstopper bundle, which I'll take you through in just a little while, is already 25% of the stock sold through. It's a very, very busy day. It's a great collection. It's also a great day to be shopping. 2 codes for you today. 2 codes. Not 1, 2. Summer is the first code you need. SUMMER, summer. That will get you £5, $5. I'm going to put in there, it's there. £5, $5. It's not easy to do that. I make this look easy, but this because there, look there you go. £5 or $5 off your next shop with code SUMMER. Now, as we found out earlier on, because normally with these codes, it's like, oh, well, you can't use it on a new launch, or terms and conditions apply. You can't use it. You can use it on a new launch today. You can. There are very few terms and conditions on this one, so do make sure you use it when you shop. If you're going for the new launch today, use the code SUMMER, and you can take your spend down by a £5, which is incredible. Also, worth bearing in mind, our 'Tis the Season sale continues. That is on until Friday, I have been reliably informed. If you're shopping the 'Tis the Season sale and you're thinking, oh, well, the very generous 70% off that Crafters are already giving to us, that's not good enough. I want more. Have an extra 5 then on us. Use the code EXTRA5, extra 5. That will get you 5% off the already heavily discounted goods that you've got on that part of the website. But I believe that that discount deal is only available for today, so you will need to be quick. And if you do decide that you want some stuff from the 'Tis the Season sale and you want to use the summer code, maybe on the new launch, you will need to check out 2 baskets, please, to use those codes. Let's talk, though, about this brand new launch, which is 25% gone, and let's talk to the creator, the designer, the amazing Shazam, as we're now calling her, Sheena Douglas. How are you, Sheena?
I'm good, Shazam Douglas. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Shazam!
Subtle like myself.
Hey?
Subtle like myself.
Oh, I mean, very. When I think subtle,
think me. Yeah.
I definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely new stamp set.
Thank you.
And it's all about special moments, isn't it?
It is, and it's different. It's vintage. It's very of an era, and I think that's it's kind of like it's cosy. They're cosy images, but they are very great for men's cards.
Yeah.
Great for masculine cards. So things that are going to be suitable for new home, going off to university, travel, new job, retirement, just hobbies. Yeah, lots of things like that.
Let's show you some of the images that you're going to be getting here, because basically you get 3 stamp sets, you get a fabulous kind of scene with each one, and then some brilliant sentiments to go with them too. That is my favourite. I think potentially my favourite style of card, but definitely my favourite sort of image of the 3 that you're going to get.
It works well in that colourway as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Looks great. Just that one. So if you're not like massive on colouring, if you're not that confident with colours yet, 1 ink pad, and the whole card's done 1 ink pad.
Yeah.
Everything, that's it, 1 ink pad.
Incredible.
Water-reactive ink pad.
Yeah. And you showed us a technique with doing that little earlier on.
Yeah, we did earlier. Yeah, we did. We might do another monochrome colour in this show. I think we should.
I think we should.
I think it's wise.
Yeah. I think you do what you want to do.
All right then, I probably will. Like, as if like, yeah, oh, yeah, I could try that, Ben.
Yeah, you know, because you've never done that before, have you?
No, never.
And also, producer Nicholas goes, I have no say in what goes on in these shows. She feels like a spare part, because she's like, oh, Sheena, do this. And then Sheena goes, I think I'll do this. Yeah. And then we go off on about 7 million tangents, but you guys love it.
Okay then, yeah, okay, yeah, right, yeah, that's the producer. Yeah, okay, yep, Sheena, yep.
But by the way, just as we go through these, this is the second of the 3 designs. Feel free, if there's anything that you want to see, then do ask. This one got that sort of trug full of gardening goodies, and again, usable for lots of different occasions, right?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. Just a good men's card. If you like gardening, then that's it. You're sorted. Yeah. It's a nice change. It's got your floral element as well. So, but it's not particularly feminine. It's male or female.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I was thinking, you know, around about sort of harvest potentially, but, you know, it could be a retirement card you could use that for. Just a lovely, lovely image. And again, we saw that being used in the last show. And this is the third of the three. I really, really like this one too. As I say, with those old-fashioned style packing cases or trunks, as we used to call them when I used to pack mine up for boarding school.
Cool, isn't it? Have they just arrived? Have they just come back? Or are they going somewhere?
Well, that's
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? And that's why this is great, isn't it? If someone's going off travelling, if you know, maybe you've got the kids off to university or college, perhaps perhaps somebody is moving away, going to be an expat off to a foreign country.
New home, anything.
I mean, they're suitable for all sorts of different occasions. And as you can see, just from the selection of the cards that we've got you here, you can use these in so many different ways. And hopefully over the course of this show, and indeed from the show earlier on this morning, you will pick up lots of hints and tips and techniques and ideas for ways that you're going to be able to use these with all of your different pens that you've got, and you know, all your watercolour techniques, maybe some of the different things that you've picked up recently, like the new ink pads and the shimmer sprays. We've got lots and lots of hints and tips for you. Let's say a few of those. Oh, well, and then we'll give you the details of the bundles that we've got for you. In already, Brenda Moore. So Brenda Monroe, put your glasses on, Ben. Says good morning. Good morning from Michigan. Terry Anderson is in from Ohio, the place that looks like a tractor.
Oh, yeah. I can't unsee that now.
No, you're welcome, everybody.
Yep.
Sorry. She puts Terry now puts a little tractor emoji on the end of her messages, which I appreciate. Suzette N says hi again, everyone, from PEI.
PEI?
Prince Edward Island.
Oh.
Sandra.
Of course.
Sandra Dundas says, hi Ben, Sheena, CTV crew, social media superstar, crafty chatty chums. Sorry to have missed wake up call, but I had to take hubby to the dentist. Ooh.
Oh, bless.
I hope it wasn't anything too painful.
Oh.
I've got to go there next week.
Painful in pain and painful in cost. Great.
Yeah,
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. They get you, don't they? They yank, that'll be £100, please.
Yeah, really. You're welcome.
Pammy says, good morning, Sheena, Ben and crew. We've got Nicola and George, by the way, in the gallery today. She's got a little woo, hello there from them.
Right.
Linda's in, saying good morning all. Dan Lerigo says good morning. Hi to Rains Kitties Meow, saying good morning. Hi to Evelyn Kiefer from Colorado. Mary Beth from Minnesota. And Sandra Dundas says, Sheena, these stamps are definitely my era.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Hannah says, if Sheena could demo Deborah's Neon Loveliness, that would be fab.
That's seriously, you know this like break, this hour in between? Yeah, I've been here, there, everywhere. I've been talking to everybody.
You've been pulled from pillar to post, haven't you?
I have. I didn't even get a full cup of tea. I made a cup of tea and I haven't brought it. I did. I made myself a cup. I thought, well, at least I'll have a little cup.
Where is it?
It's in the green room.
I'll go fetch it in a minute.
Cheers, thank you.
Oh, Sam's going to go and get it.
Yeah, but the good news is I have spoken to Deborah. We had the hotline.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and she's talked me through the process. I'm going to attempt it before a live studio audience.
Nice.
Yes, without a safety net. We're going to go for it.
Without safety net?
We're going to go for it. Yeah.
Here we go. Lisa Beecham says, hello, Ben, Sheena, and everyone. Hello, Lisa, and hello to Mary Kay Knoll from Wisconsin. Keep the hellos coming in, keep the questions, comments, and requests as well. There's the social strap, as we call it. Let me take you through the deals very quickly, and then we will get on and get crafting. So I've shown you all of the designs that you're going to get. These are all of the stamps that you get within the set. You are going to get your Showstopper bundle here. And just to mention as well, the actual stamps, big size, A6 size, with a load of great sentiments with them as well. So the one with the study scene, you've got things like congratulations on your new job, promotion, congratulations on your retirement. I love the little stamp that you've got down there, which says low tech. I think that probably relates to a lot of people, does it? Certainly me, low tech. It made me laugh the other day actually because I think I'm more techie than my wife. Well, I definitely am, but my Daisy, who's 12 next week, had to teach my wife Laura how to scan a QR code because she had no clue, bless her. She felt very old. She thought it was a bit of a hashtag old granny
Have you shown her the look-up thing on her phone yet?
No, I have shown her that thing, yes.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
It's fabulous.
Yeah. Don't work too hard, you've got in there. You've got happy retirement. You've also got enjoy some time for you. You've got have a fabulous time and new home. So those are all the sentiments within the images that you've got there. And then if you go for the Showstopper, it includes a set of your aqua pens. That is the essentials bundle. So you've got your watercolour pens there, dual-ended. You've got your fine nib, ultra-fine nib one end. You've got your brush nib the other end. And these are all the colours that you're going to get. As we were showing you earlier on, it's really good, isn't it, to make a bit of a swatch of colour cards so you know all the colours that you've got.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And there you go, all of those colours. So peach, spice and terracotta, tan, chocolate and sepia, lime, olive and moss. And then you've got your slate, charcoal and black. That you get within the bundle at a half price deal. So you buy the bundle, £28, $36. Use your code SUMMER, £23, $31 that then comes down to. If you just want the stamps on their own, you can do that as well. Those are then, I think, under £20 if you're platinum. Yeah, £19.18, $23.88. Use the code SUMMER. That's £14 for a brand new set of stamps from Sheena, which is incredible. $18.88, perfect for your mail cards, perfect for all occasions. Just a really, really great buy today. Right, let us get going. We've got fantastic pick of the day on the show, which we'll chat more about later on. We've got watercolour card, which you might need. There's loads on the show. Shop the day is the best thing to do. Shop the show, shop the day, and pick these up. Over a quarter of the stock has already gone. Get ready, please buckle your seatbelts. Put on your safety gear because it is time for some off-the-cuff crafting with Sheena. We'll start her off, but where will she end up? Nobody knows.
Adrenaline crafting.
Yes.
Adrenaline. It is for me anyway.
Yes.
Yes. This is what we're going to attempt, right? So I blame Debbie for both of these. We're going to start with this one here, but we may go across and do a little bit of that while that one dries. Just saying.
Okay.
But they're both super cool, both different techniques than what we looked at this morning. This one completely different, totally off the charts, but we're going to go for it, Ben. Okay? So I've been reliably informed that these are the two main colours here.
Okay.
We're going to use the water reactive ink pads.
Sorry, this is the Deborah Durant one, right?
Deborah Durant, yes.
Okay.
Yes. You all are looking at this thinking, wow, that's cool, and how's that done then?
How
so
is
it is
that
a little
done?
bit like, oh, even me with me Hetty Wainthropp hat on.
Yeah.
I
And your
couldn't
magnifying
do it.
glass.
Me Hetty Wainthropp, my magnifying glass, or me DCI Vera Stanhope pet.
Oh, yes. My
Yes,
iPad.
pet. I couldn't work it out. I thought I had, but I wasn't quite there. So here's what you're going to do. I know. I needed to, why it always helps to ask. This is why I've been saying, if you join the Inkettes, Sheena's Inkettes, you can ask the people who've done the card, because that's easier. Yeah, you know, Debbie hangs out there, the rest of the team hang out there. If you see anything, that's what it's part of being on my team. It's not just making some lovely cards, it's a case of, do you like to help people? Do you like to encourage people? Do you like to share what you've learned? And that's exactly yes, yes, yes. So that's why it all works out nicely. Thank you very much. So what I'm doing is I am inking like this as I'm going, and I am just going to start with a lighter colour, always with a lighter colour, because you can always darken, but putting that light colour back is going to be the challenge. So can you see how I'm using, this is important as well, that watercolour card pack that we have on today. 2 of the watercolour books, fabulous.
Yeah.
That's what I'm using because it does work great with your inks. See how they're blending really nicely. Going on there, no bother. If you've got a card that is a little bit tricksy, you can always try the glycerin technique by putting a little bit of glycerin on your mat, putting it on your blending tool and then blending, and it'll just make it go a little bit smoother over the surface of a little bit more troublesome card if it's got like a higher chalk content in.
Yeah.
So what you're going to find is when you're blending this, you're going to get that lovely turquoise colour. You're going to get the yellow, which you still want to preserve. Don't get rid of all that yellow. Keep some of the yellow. And you're also going to get a green where the 2 meet, which is great. So 2 colours and you get 3. I say you get 3 for 2.
A 3 for 2, yeah. And it's a nice technique, this, isn't it? Because it's very unspecific and just
very unspecific.
Slap it on, whack it on, don't worry too much.
Absolutely. What I am doing and what I've been careful to do and what I'm trying to keep is the yellow, quite a bit of yellow in the middle.
Right.
And I'll tell you I'll talk you through what we're going to do. we're inking the background, right? And then I'm going to have to make sure the background's pretty well dry.
Yeah.
Okay? Which is difficult when it's distressing, the kind of blending inks, duets and any kind of surface over the card ink that you're using like this. Because the ink sits on the surface and it's meant to have a long open time, which means it stays wet longer.
Yeah.
Okay? Because what we're going to do very soon is we're going to emboss over the top of it. Okay?
Okay.
And so if we want to keep that line nice and sharp, with the embossing powder, clear embossing powder, it'll cling to the other bits that we don't want it to cling to. All right? So that's why I've done that one there. I'm going to do another one, and that's going to be the background. So that's as far as that needs to go, and I need to dry that.
Yeah.
So basically what we've got is the two lighter colours. We're going to go back later with a dark colour, very dark blue. But that's it at the minute. We'll do the same with this background. So it's a bit more of the same, I'm afraid, Ben. But if there's anything you need to talk about, it's just me doing this a bit more.
Always lots to talk about. Brenda says she loves the stamps. Danger crafting, says Hannah Gosling-Smith. I love it. Yes.
Absolutely. Look at me. No fear.
Sheena, she knows no fear.
Absolutely.
Danger, Sheena.
What I am doing, Ben, and what I was going to say is I've got this card here, this watercolour card.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to match, this is the background. So I know a lot of it's not going to be seen. So I'm not actually going to do the bit in the middle. It's pointless. Why ink the whole thing?
That's it. Why waste your ink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
good fit inking, Sheena.
Yeah, good thinking. Yeah, I'd say that.
Ink.
Yeah, because even with like, you know, speedy inking, like you can with this, you know, it's pointless using it if you don't have to. You're not going to see it.
Marianne says, Ben, the blue card with the stencil and stamp that you showed at the end of Wake Up Call was the technique I was asking about. Well, we'll re-show that to Sheena later and we'll get her take on that.
Is that a different one again, Ben?
Yes.
Okay.
But you might be able to explain it rather than demo it. And Pammy says, you know, before we lose George, when's your last day, George? 31st of August. Oh, no, you're leaving when I'm on holiday. Cancel your holiday? I'm not that fussed. No, I didn't mean that. You know, before we lose George, it'll be a sad day. Pammy says, I wish George could come out and be on screen for a show or two. I still remember how kind he was. My first time being a guest, says Pammy. He's such a nice guy. Who's that? You talking about George? Yeah. Is that what that's?
Really, George?
Oh yeah, it's George. Yeah, oh yeah, he's a lovely. I'm only joking. He is a lovely guy. He's a fellow Devonian like me, even though he's North Devon, I'm South Devon. We're still, you know, we're still Devon boys, and he will be sorely missed. George, you definitely do need to come out and do something on one of the shows. He says he's too shy, Sheena, George.
Oh, too shy. Hush, hush.
Hush, hush, I do I. Oh. He's too shy. Hush, hush. I do I. We might drag you out on your last show anyway. He says we'll see. But he thanks you for the message.
Oh, that'd be lovely. What I'm doing, Ben, is I've continued with that background, and I'm going to do so basically they're the same colours I've used I haven't used them as, well, quite as heavy-handed. I haven't covered them as much as I did this one. And I haven't done the middle because I don't need to. Paint never no mind. We're not going to see it, so pointless, really. So I'm just going to take another applicator, and I'm going to use this dark blue this time. And one of these stencils, again from the set that was released with the duets.
Oh, yes,
Yeah, and I'm going to just go ahead and ink through this with the darker blue.
Okay.
So just carrying on like this, and then that'll be the background already. Hopefully that foreground started to dry a little bit, ready to think about embossing. But what I will do when I've done this bit, Ben, I will be trying to dry it more thoroughly with the heat gun, so that'll be a bit of a boring kind of time. That maybe if there's anything else that we can show or tell or talk about and stuff, that would be a good time for that.
Just a question that has come in talking about drying from Hannah, who says, do we need to, so this is about the duets.
Yeah.
Do we always need to dry them with a heat gun? I used them yesterday and they made my hand blue when I handled it, but not sure if I was supposed to fix it.
Oh, Well, you know what, Leanne's the person to ask for that. I've just started to play with mine, so I can't say, but you shouldn't have to. No, I wonder if it's the card you've used it on.
Maybe.
Could be the card. If the card has got more of a resistant kind of surface to it, maybe instead of it absorbing into the card, a little bit is sat on the surface. Does that make sense?
So what card do we need to use?
A watercolour card or even the multi-purpose card will do. And possibly you may have gessoed the card.
Oh, yeah.
So if it's gessoed, yes, fix it on gesso. Yeah, because gesso kind of creates more of a water resistant to a degree surface because it sits on top of the card. So your ink may then be sitting on top of that. Does that make sense? Yeah.
So when would you tend to use gesso and not use? When would you use gesso?
If you want to blend it, if you're finding it trickier to blend and you want to have a lighter colour and a smoother blend, Leanne suggests using gesso for the background. So that would be then, yes.
Right.
So I'm just trying to match it. You know what would be just slightly short of that. I was nearly got away without having to match it again. These stencils, Leanne was really funny. The last time I was on the show with Leanne and I did this, used the stencil, she was really surprised. Oh, I've caught that little bit there. Because she didn't realise that they actually meet up. So you've got, can you see it's seamless pattern?
Yeah.
So if you just carefully, you can barely see the join in this one in the middle.
Yeah.
That one, because I caught the edge of the stencil. What are you going to do? But that's the background. We've got a background ready.
Hang on a minute, she designed them and didn't realise that they matched up?
Yes, she designed them. She went, well,
so
I've
funny.
learned something there. But yeah, we're always learning. Just shows that we're always, whoever you are, we're always still learning. So that's going to be the background, okay? One thing I am going to do before I dry this is I'm going to take a little bit of water and I'm going to do some water drops on this.
Oh, yeah.
Because just give it a little bit of a pattern.
Looks like you're casting a magic spell there.
Yeah. Sorry?
Looks like you're
magic
casting a spell.
Wasn't it? I was like McGonagall.
Professor McGonagall.
I was.
I can imagine you as a bit of a crafty Professor
McGonagall.
McGonagall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we've got a little bit of texture going on. We've got major meteorites. If you want a little bit like finer texture, use a brush.
Yeah.
Use less water, but you have to like tap the brush more so you get smaller droplets.
Okay.
But it takes a bit longer to get it covered. But I'm happy with that. That's okay. And then just blot it. And then we've got some texture. Now, Ben, is when I need to dry this before we go any further.
Okay.
If that's all right with you.
It is. Whilst you're drying, Lisa says, knockout card, Deborah. And isn't it great that we've kind of seen that, seen the idea of the card, and now we're recreating it for you as well. And again, we will do as many of those as we can over the course of this show. Anything that you want to see, we can do that for you as well. But don't forget, if you want to go for the Showstopper, whilst we're watching Sheena dry this, it's here. £28 or $36 is your platinum price on this. You'll get the pens thrown in as well for half the price. There it is. That's the set of essentials that you're going to get. Those, as I say, are in the bundle. Half price deal, £28, $36 for the lot. But if you use that code SUMMER, then you will get that extra £5, $5 off your cart. I think that is for today only, that code. I think both of the codes are for today only, so do use them. I know they are one per customer and you can't obviously use them together. There's the other code. You think, what's that code? Extra 5 is your code that you can use on the 'Tis the Season sale, where you'll get an extra 5% off the 70% off you've already got. Plus, you still get your Club Inspire discount on top of that as well. So many reasons to whack in a code today. Yes, whack that code in and save yourself a bit of extra dosh. Heading towards 30% now of the Showstopper gone. So jump in and grab it. If you're still waiting for more inspiration, there is more over here because we finished drying our background, I think, and we're taping now.
Absolutely, right. So we're moving forward, Ben. I'm going to stick this background onto a black mat here using my fabulous tape runners.
Yeah.
And so I've just cut this to size, so that will be there. I've dried that background, well, the main focal point, which is going to be there. But what I am going to do is I'm also going to go over it with an anti-static bag.
Oh, okay.
Because there will still be absolutely moisture in that card. And when I come to emboss with clear embossing powder, I don't want it to go anywhere other than the line on the card if I can help it. I'm going to bring in my repositionable stamping platform. Now I do, oh, is this a brand new one? Yeah,
Is this
it's
the
brand new.
re-legged
It's the
one?
one Tracy brought through earlier. Yeah.
One of Sheena's legs
That'll
fell
be
off
the
earlier
clue.
on, didn't it?
It did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, only like 3
Drama
legs.
in the studio.
Yeah. Oh, so I've got that ready there. Now I may have given myself, in fact I have given myself a bit of a tricky kind of thing here, because the card, if you were doing this at home, you wouldn't trim it down to size right now. But I have just for speed for the show. So you'd work on a larger area and then trim it down. But because I've done it that way, I haven't given myself much magnet room to hold down the card in the back. Oh, well, maybe all right, or maybe all right. What I've done in the past, if that's been the case, is I've actually used a bit of the low-tack tape and turned it round itself and stuck it on the back. I'll show you what I mean. So if you're scared that it's going to lift when you do your thing, if you just do this and stick it down temporarily like this.
Good idea.
See, you get
Top tips.
Keeps it just in place long enough till you stamp it. As long as you don't want any wrinkles there, because you'll see that in your stamped area. So pop that back there. And then you've got that as well as the magnets holding it in place.
Yeah.
While you do this.
Belt and
next
braces.
There you go. Sorted. Yeah, precisely. Just a little bit of a, to ensure that that is going to hold it there. And then we're going to clear emboss this now. All right?
Okay.
So I'm going to just use a clear embossing ink pad. And I'm going to do it a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, because I want to make sure that the line is complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's going to give us all that detail. And it's a big ask on a textured card, and a textured card that's already got ink on it. So, which is why, like I said, we're adrenaline crafting now.
Danger, adrenaline crafting
danger.
with Sheena.
Boop, 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 whoop, whoop,
Whoop,
whoop.
whoop, whoop. Danger, danger.
Yeah. So, hopefully, let's hope that we've got that on there. And if it doesn't, hopefully there's enough of it to be able to see where we were going with it. I'm tempted to do it a 3rd time. I'm going to do it a 3rd time.
Do it again. Go on.
I'm going to do it again. Doing it again. Right. Phew.
3's a charm.
Oh,
Isn't that what they say?
that is right, yeah. Okay. Right, let's hope we've got it. So we'll pop that there. We'll take that off there now. Remove that. And we're now going to get our clear embossing powder into the mix. And we pop that away. I could not work out how Debbie had that kind of broken coloured line. Oh, you know what? I think it has still stuck to the background. We'll see. Which is where the time, a little bit more dry in time. We might be okay. Let's see what we've got.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Let's just,
We get the idea.
We'll just blame Debbie if it doesn't.
Blame Debbie.
Oh, honestly, Deborah, what are you thinking?
What do you like, Deborah?
Oh man, Deborah, what you've done
Seriously.
to me. So we'll pop that in there.
Yep.
And fingers crossed now, we'll heat this.
We're dry.
Yeah, and you're not going to see much of the pattern at all.
No.
But what we're going to do is we're going to go over it with ink, and that will hopefully reveal the, because this is going to act as a resist now, Ben.
Resist.
Hopefully.
The desk scene's awesome, says Dawn. Such detail. You didn't know as well, all designed these by Sheena, of course. And the desk scene, I think, did you say was sort of taken from a picture you took at like a stately home?
Just when we've been out and about, and we're out and about, like stately homes and places like that where they've got the period bits and pieces there, and it's just really cool, because then you've got you can see the real things and how they looked. So you know that's how they, them.
Georgia just said Beamish is a good place. I've never been to Beamish.
Oh, Beamish is amazing.
What is that like? What is it? Yeah, well, that's the question. What is Beamish?
Oh, Beamish is fabulous. Used to be Beamish Open Air Museum, used to be called, and I took Maria there when lockdown, it just opened just after lockdown.
Yeah.
And so it was only maybe like, usually there's car parks and car parks, and they're all full. There was only one car park in operation. So you felt like we were the only people on the whole thing, in the whole place. Yeah, it was just fantastic. But it's kind of like living history. It's only like the start of the century.
Right.
There's a new one being built at the minute, then Village. You literally get little like trams, or you can get horse-drawn things.
So what is it,
too.
like a little village that's just sort of been left back in time?
They've literally,
Oh, so you can walk into different time periods, apparently?
yes, you can, absolutely.
Oh.
And it takes it, it's literally, they've taken real buildings from areas that, like, you know, coal mining areas where the buildings aren't there, you know, the villages aren't kind of functioning anymore, but they've taken the buildings away and replaced them and put them in Beamish. So you can go and see, like, there's an old co-op shop and an old garage, and it's really just super, super cool.
Can I just say, talking about super, super cool, look at this effect that you're creating here. It's almost quite eerie and ghostly.
It
seeing
is, yeah.
the study come to life.
It would have been better had can you see where it is all a bit fuzzy here?
Yeah.
It's a bit, that's where the background should have been drier, Ben.
I quite like it though.
With the, you know, with that, anti-static pad.
Anti-static, yeah.
It still is like, that's the technique. It certainly hasn't transferred as well as Debbie's did, but that's where time's on your side.
Yeah.
Which is why some things, when you demonstrate them before a live studio audience, are a little bit trickier to do because you need a little bit more time. But that was the technique to do it. Definitely needs more work. Unfortunately, this is all kind of lost here.
I don't mind that. I think it's quite a cool effect. It is quite spooky and almost a bit, I don't know.
You could try putting a little bit of, you know, things in with a bit of white pen and try to go around it. This is going to take a while to do this if you're going to.
But like you say, this is a great case in point, because you've tried it here. It's not quite turned out how you wanted, but not the worst thing in the world, is it? And
Well,
just have
you've
a go
got to
and
look
try
at
again.
it, everything at its own merit, and go, okay, that's not what I got.
Yeah.
What I thought, can I use it, or is it one that you just, you know, like kind of chalk up to experience and go, well, I think we'll probably move on and maybe, you know, try something else. But I think with time we could probably make it work, but it wouldn't be exactly the same as Debbie's. But what I would definitely need to do is add a little bit of a dark line to just put some definition back here and there.
Susie says she thinks it looks amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know why I'm getting this vibe, and I say random stuff all the time, and you guys go, "What are you talking about?" Like the other day, and I said, "Oh, I think that looks like space," and then the guys in the gallery were like, "It doesn't look anything like space." Do you know what this reminds me of now? But this is in my brain. Right, this reminds me of, because if you've got that sort of blurred effect around that sort of old-fashioned study there, it reminds me of like a scene from like Doctor Who or something, where he's just like the TARDIS is landing in this old-fashioned study, and you've got like the TARDIS-y sort of effect within the study itself. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
And I'll see that. Thank you, George. Oh, thank you, Nicola. Thank you.
I've got to say, some techniques are easier than others. This is not for a beginner, I would say, technique, just to be honest, guys, because it's a little bit, there's a lot of timing to get just right with that, to get that look. It looks a really cool card, but it definitely does take a little bit more of just getting the timings just right, or you're going to get something a bit more like that. I don't want to darken anything too much on there, because it's just going to make it all too dark.
Do you know what? Loads of people love this effect, and Dawn's just said, "You took the words right out of my mouth, Ben. I took the words right out of your mouth." She says, ghostly.
It's very ghostly.
We'll keep this in mind for Halloween.
Very ghostly, very Halloween.
Halloween is coming. Halloween is coming. White chest bats and big black cats. Woo! Boo! That would make a cool Halloween card, says Brenda Monroe. It really would. And apologies.
It's scaring me, I tell you.
I love it. I love it. And apologies to our superstar Susie. She doesn't like it when I sing the Halloween is Coming song because it then sticks in her head for the rest of the day, and it's her earworm. Do you know what my earworm? Sorry, I know we're going off track here. My earworm this morning. Do you ever wake up with a song in your head and you don't know why it's in there? Do you ever get that?
Yes,
Sheena?
Definitely.
Do you know my song this morning? And I reckon you might know this one. There's an orchestral piece called the Typewriter Song.
Oh, yeah.
And they play it on a typewriter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in my head this morning.
No.
Yeah. I can't perform it because I need a typewriter. It goes, I don't want to do it. It goes, ding, and they're playing it whilst he's tapping away on the typewriter, and the ding, you know, on the old typewriters where the thing used to come to an end to tell you to finish a sentence, the ding is the typewriter going ding, so he goes ding, and then he shoves the thing back across the typewriter and starts typing again. I'm not really explaining it very well, but it's a fun song that you need to definitely look up. Anyway, back to the spooky cards.
We have our haunted house card done for Halloween. We are all set.
We are.
Absolutely nothing like Debbie's.
But it's worked out well.
But it's different. I have to say I prefer Debbie's, but not. I don't know. I think it need more work. It need more dark pen in there just to give it a bit more definition.
No.
And you know, just needs a bit more time, just a little bit of sketching over the top of it, just to make it look, just tighten it up a little bit.
So just your art liner you're using
This
there?
is the art liner. This is where the art liners can really, and this is going to be obviously, that I think what I would do here is make it really quite sketchy, like this. Yeah, so keep it so it's not really particularly neat and tidy, because then you've got to do everything neat and tidy. So if you keep it all really sketchy, you can continue that look.
Do you know, Phil says if you put this behind a sheet of acetate, it would have the spooky effect viewed through a frosted glass window.
Yeah, that would get it back if you put it on acetate, because then you can put the image over the top and get the definition back, because it's unfortunately lost a lot of it on this bit here. You know the typewriter bit, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
9 to 5 as well, when you start with a typewriter on that, you know, Dolly?
What, the song?
9 to 5, yeah, starts with a typewriter as well.
Ding, 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 ding. Does it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Stop it on my bed at the top of the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawned and stretched to try to come to life.
Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping, out on the tree the death starts jumping. Yeah. No, I wish I never heard it.
That was great, that.
You like it, yeah?
Have a bit of Dolly.
Yeah, I'll come back, you hear?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll come back, you hear?
There you go. Bit spooky.
It is.
This one, beautiful.
Yeah.
That one, you got it. It's definitely, you know me, I like to be honest about techniques that are a little bit trickier. They're not. Obviously, you've got to get the timing just right. That background has to be bone dry.
Yeah.
Literally do it like the day before, because even with the anti-static pad, that's where all this ghostly ectoplasm's coming from.
Yes.
Woo. There you are.
I love
Edgar
it.
Allan Poe card.
What? What you are?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe card. Yeah. I think that's great.
My homage to Poe. We're going to tidy up and then we're going to do another one.
We're going to have a short break in a second as well. Thank you for showing us, says Hannah. When it didn't come through, I feel like that would make a great background. I'm with Ben, says Rhonda. I kind of like that it's not defined. I love that effect. It's a cool effect. It's spooky. It's a happy accident. We like it. It's different to what we were attempting to do, but actually, I think it's come out brilliantly. I think it's cool. I love it, says Mew Sievers. Laurel's in, joining us from a cloudy Shelby, North Carolina. North Carolina. And Brenda says, too funny, I've just recorded typewriter die letters. I've just received typewriter die letters from the heart. Well, there you go. How weird is that? Pammy says, looks like chalk art. I really like it, Sheena.
Oh, well, there you go. Another technique. You got two options on it.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
You got a twofer. We love a little twofer.
2 for 1.
Me says, great card, I love it. And you have already brought this piece to life, says Crafty Angie. Sheena, it reminds me of what dreams look like. That is another great, yes, very sort of dream-like. You know, like in the...
Ethereal, yeah.
Yeah, ethereal kind of. I don't know what that was supposed to be. You know, what, like the... Anyway, Brenda says, great card, says Linda. We're going to have a short break now. The stock of this is going very quickly, the Showstopper. We are, I think, around about 30% of the stock now gone. We will check stock levels for you, give you a proper update after a short break. But if you've got any more questions, comments you want to fire our way, please do. But in the meantime, head to the checkouts and don't forget to use that code.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
La 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 la. Oh, hello. You caught me in full Christmas swing, decking the halls. Yeah, I know it's summer, but for crafters, 'tis the season to get started on those Christmassy projects. You can get an extra head start on our 'Tis the Season sale. We've got up to 70% off hundreds of Christmas crafting goodies. Shop with us from the 26th of June till the 8th of July for a snowstorm of amazing seasonal offers. From stamps and dies to shimmering and snowy embellishments, this is our early Christmas gift to you. So many amazing offers you won't want to miss out on. Tune in to Crafters TV and shop the Crafters Companion website for our fabulous 'Tis the Season sale. Ah.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us
is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for all the comments coming through. Michelle says, Beamish is amazing, Ben. I'm from that area originally and my uncle worked as a carpenter there. The co-op is from Anfield Plain. My mum worked in it in the 60s. They removed and rebuilt it at Beamish.
Yeah, it's fabulous. It's an amazing place.
I think both my kids have been to Beamish on school trips, so maybe have to pop along. Pammy says, oh, that's now rolling around in my head. Tumble out of bed and stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition.
Classic.
Yeah. Susie says, better than Halloween is Coming, though. It's not Halloween is Coming, it's a great song. Hello. No, we'll do it again. One thing's for sure, Crafters TV is not a 9-to-5 job, says Phil Watson. It's not 9-to-5, is it? No, we are here all the time. I can see using this as a repeated pattern for a background, says Dawn. Hi, Sheena and Ben, says Sherry Miller. And Jane Quigley says, I had Halloween is Coming stuck in my head over the weekend.
What's it from?
It's a long drawn out story, but basically Craig and I were talking about Halloween and trick-or-treating. It was last year now, and we were saying, oh, in the UK we go trick-or-treating, and he said, oh, in Scotland we go guising. Guising, and basically what it is, I said it was like a cross between carol singing and trick-or-treating, because you know in the UK you sort of go like trick-or-treat, and then they give you some
do
sweets.
penny for the guy.
No. What it is, it's trick-or-treat, and then they'll go like, well, do something, and then Craig was like, well, then we had to like sing a song, or so they have to do something to get the treat. And so he said, when I went gazing, we used to sing a song, and then he did, and then he actually performed, and he went, Halloween is coming. That's where it came from.
Oh, right. Is that a song up there, is it?
Well, I don't know. That's the song he sang.
Oh.
Yeah.
It might have been in Craig World. It might have been like a big hit, but like, you know, hello.
I think he might have done. It wasn't. I mean, and it's stuck in my head ever since.
And that was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Halloween is coming. Halloween is coming.
I was trying to like work out the film. I think, is it The Nightmare Before Christmas? But I can't remember.
I think it's just a Craig song.
Bless him.
And off the back of that.
Well, I hope he got plenty. I hope he got a good haul.
I don't know if he did. I mean, would you, if little 9-year-old Craig knocked up and went, hello, Halloween is coming, would you?
Oh, bless him.
Would you give him some candy?
Yeah.
Would you?
I would, yeah. Well, we used to, you know that you carve a pumpkin, don't you?
You do.
Now, the kids.
Yeah.
Back in the day, in Newcastle, you got a turnip.
What?
A swede. Not even like a turnip. You're like a swede, like turnip and a teaspoon. Like you'd start carving your turnip out in August.
And you'd have it ready for the following Halloween.
October, yeah, the following Halloween. Yeah, it kept you quiet for quite some time. It might have just been, maybe it was my mother. Maybe it was like, yeah, that'll keep her quiet. That'll be busy for a bit.
I've never ever heard of that before.
Yeah, and stick a candle in it, a turnip. Those were tough, those times.
Wow. A Halloween turnip. Dennis says, good afternoon, Ben and Sheena. I hope you're well. We are. We're in rare form today, random mood. Witches, bats and big black cats. Boo, says Susie. Yes, those are the words. Deborah Durant. Durant.
Yes.
You did an ace job, Sheena. I had the benefit of sitting alone in my front room with a nearby bin and not a few hundred crafters waiting on my every move. Eek.
Yeah.
That's what she says.
Cheers. Now she tells me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that was the 50th one that I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's a bit hashtag awkward, isn't it?
That's different.
Thank you, Debbie. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
The Showstopper is now 30% of the stock gone. Shall we get on with another demonstration?
Yeah. What about the case? Another suitcase in another haul.
Ah, yes.
Oh, I'm singing that in my head now. What's it from?
There's Ms.
Nope.
Oh. Oh, empty chairs and empty tables,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of, aren't I? Empty chairs and empty tables. Another suitcase, another
Yeah.
hall. Oh, I think you might have got me there.
Yeah, it was Barbara Dixon did it, didn't she, in the thing?
Oh,
everything?
in Barbara Dixon and Elaine Page?
Elaine Page as well, yeah.
Chess.
No, I love Chess though. Oh, it might have been Chess.
What was the song from Chess?
That was,
Nothing is
I know him so
good,
well.
it lasts eternity.
Yeah.
The big situations must go wrong. Wasn't it good?
Nah.
It's bad. Very bad. Nah.
Hey, cases!
Yay!
That'll do.
You're on the case.
Because we've got, we're on the case because we're going to do a little bit more kind of technique with this one as well. So I've used flagstone, all right? And I've stuck that down again. Look, I've done my little trick with that. Just because the stamps, when they are new, are really super sticky. So I'm going to use the pens for this, Ben.
Okay.
And again, do you want to see the colours in the sets?
Yeah.
Because we haven't looked at. So these are the colours that you're going to get in that. What do we call it? Not the blockbuster.
Oh, the Showstopper.
Showstopper. The Showstopper. These are the colours. They look absolutely so much more vibrant and pretty than they do in the pen form, in the plastic coloured bits. Really vibrant, really gorgeous. They're the colours that you get if you go for that option. If you want to add one to them, I would say a sensible one to go with would be this one, the primaries, because you can technically mix any colour with your primary colours. You've got a whole selection of yellows here, and you've got a selection of reds, and you've got a selection of blues. So, and they're super, super vibrant, clean, as vibrant colour as you can get. So you can imagine with these mixed with them, you're going to get a much more muted colour palette as well. Other options are you might want to go for this one, which is the nature one. But you think again, when you look at the pens, let me show you how much more pretty. Look, this, don't judge on the plastic of the pen. Look at that. And yet look at them. How much more pretty are those colours? Absolutely gorgeous. So make yourself a colour chart. That's an option there. And then the final one is this one. If you like full-on colour and lots of florals, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, really, really pretty. So they're the 4 options there. But we'll probably use a combination of the 2 I said. We're going to use some, we're going to use the neutral colours. I'm going to definitely use some charcoal. Let's take some charcoal out. We're going to use the, I think, charcoal chocolate.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Why
you have
not?
to do it. And I think, and a bit of tan, but maybe with a bit of marigold in. So the cases I'm going to go really low key with, much more natural looking with the cases. And the pop of colour is going to be in the scarf. See, we'll make the scarf and the curtains, the pop of colour. Cool, yeah. So let's start off colouring these ones in. So check if you look at the colours as well, the charcoal's more of a kind of a bluey kind of cooler colour. In fact, if you want it a little bit more on the bluey side, you could borrow a little bit of navy from the primaries as well. So we'll pop it. And this is how you colour mix with these, Ben. Can you see? So you just basically put some colour next to the other, pick up and mix them together and see what you've got. Try a little bit of a tester piece of card and see if you like the colour. And then, yeah, I'm liking that. See how it's much more bluey than just the charcoal.
Yeah.
Yeah? So I'm going to scribble more of that. Let's do more of it. So a little bit more of the blue and quite a bit more of the charcoal.
And you always say if you haven't got a glass mat on a tile or a plate.
A tile, a plate, anything like that, yep. A piece of paper with a bit of acetate over the top even.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Will work. Card, preferably white card, but a white background so you can see what you're getting colour-wise. And then with this, we're going to do this with this larger crate and we'll colour in, say, this bit here. We'll decide which side you think you're going to do darker. Now, I've got lines on here which suggest that this bit here is more in shadow. So we'll make this side the darker side. So we'll just colour that in there. So less water to dilute it and more of just the colour, the plain colour. Like that. And then this one will make that a little bit lighter just simply by adding a little bit more water.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have that little old label.
Oh, the song you mentioned is from Evita, isn't it?
That's the one, it is
Hannah's
from
just
Evita.
said Evita.
That is right.
And a few people commenting about your turnip carving.
Yes, did somebody else, did other people do that?
Turnip, says Brenda Monroe, that's worse than coal in your stocking. But but Michelle says, Sheena, I remember carving my turnip for Halloween. It was tough, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Did everyone just get, say everyone, Nikki, say everyone, it's only Michelle and Sheena so far. It's not like a big, I don't think, thing. Did Michelle, did you just get a spoon or did you get like a knife as well? I don't know.
Well,
How
you
did
see,
you
I
dig
wasn't
into the
trusted with a
turnip?
knife. I'm still not trusted with a craft knife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a craft spoon.
Craft spoon, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sheena's still working on her turnip from
I'm still working on it.
81.
I'll be knocking on your doors this year if I'm lucky.
With her turnip.
With me turnip.
I've just pictured that now. That's so funny. Singing a bit of Dolly Parton.
Yeah, exactly. It's changed colour a bit.
Yeah.
Got a greeny hue now. Considerably smaller than it was.
Oh dear. Seeing the colours on the medium you'll be using is so much better than just trying to judge it from a cap on the marker, says Dawn. Absolutely. That's why we try and show you the boards as well. Rosalind Russell says, my daughter made colour palettes for me on tags from different paper textures. I have them on a D-ring. It's really helpful when colouring.
Absolutely.
Good tip.
For sure, they're brilliant. Then you can match them together.
That's it.
And then put your colour mixes as well. They're really good, these pens, for colour mixing, because you can literally draw like lines, you know, of like 3 lines of one colour and like 1 square of another. So you can kind of like capture the mix to get it right, whichever one you preferred. So we'll try a bit of chocolate now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you win again. That'll be a bit of hot chocolate.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
you win again. Why was I thinking Bee Gees then when you said that?
Sorry?
No, the Bee Gees sang a song. They just sang You Win Again, not So You Win Again.
You
win again. Do you remember that song from the Bee Gees? There's no light out there, no one will see me through. You win again.
It's the back end. If you isolate the back end, it's the best one.
Not the
No
hot
offence to any Bee Gees fans.
Not the hot chocolate version, which was
Hot
So
chocolate.
You Win Again, wasn't it? That's what it was,
Yeah. Not.
You win again. Maggie Fielding, here we go, Turnip Crew. It says, I can't remember having a knife, but I can remember carving a turnip.
Yay!
Oh,
Thank
dear.
you.
And Sandra Dundas, who lives just up the road, says, yes, Sheena, I hail from Colour Coats,
Yes,
and we
there you
did turnip
go.
lanterns in the 60s.
Thank you.
Serious question, this, and I'm not joking around when I asked this. Was it easier to get hold of turnips than pumpkins back? Do you know what I mean?
You couldn't get a pumpkin. That
Well,
was
that's probably
a bit
the reason why then,
exotic.
isn't it?
What? A bit exotic?
So pumpkins were more of a thing we've done recently.
Yeah. It wasn't to be had, a pumpkin back in the day, Ben. Yeah.
Oh dear. So maybe more people were carving turnips back in the day.
Yeah.
Hannah loved our Bee Gees, by the way. She said that was incredibly accurate. Well, I think that's what she's talking about. She might be talking about your colouring. But we'll go with the Bee Gees.
I reckon it was the Bee Gees.
I think you and I, at some point, next little parody song I do, me and you might have to do like a Bee Gees tribute.
Oh, fantastic.
You know?
Right, you're on, Ben.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You'd be...
Morris or Barry. Oh, yeah, all of them.
Oh, dear. Trying to think of a crafting-related Bee Gees song we could do. I'll leave it with me. Michelle says, Ben, I wasn't allowed a knife, so I used a spoon, like Sheena.
Yes, there you go.
My
See?
dad would take over when my hand was aching.
Yeah. Oh, tell you what, you really had to want to do a bit of Halloween stuff to go through that, yeah.
But the hours flew by, didn't they?
Oh, they did, seriously. Right, so I've got 3 very different looking coloured cases here. And what I'm doing now is I can look at them again and now I can think, can I kind of give them a bit more interest, a bit of contouring. Like this one here, you can see I've suggested there's a bit of a darker area under here because these are old cases, so we want them to look a bit vintage. So I haven't gone full on bright colour, I've gone a bit muted in all of the colours, but tried to change them up a little bit. This one here, I got a little bit more kind of experimental with that one. So I wet it and blotted it so that it went all kind of patchy and a bit blotted, and deliberately because I wanted it to look kind of a bit beaten and you know, old. So we can do a bit more of that. You can do a bit of stippling. We'll make it look maybe a little bit more darker around here where maybe where the brass edges are. It's a little bit recessed around there. So just have fun with them. Just, again, the more kind of old and you know, beaten up they look, the better.
Just a quick question as well about this before I answer Nicola's question, which is so random in my ear. Where did this image come from? Because we chatted about the study and the trug. Was this again just another picture that Maria had taken? Or?
Yes, this is quite an iconic. You'll see quite a few good. It's just a good image. These cases stacked up.
Yeah.
Yes, and again out and about and looking at. You know, just different, and then putting them together in a different way. So looking for a few cases, but mix and match in different styles together, yeah.
I really love it. As I say, it takes me back to boarding school days because I had a trunk just like that. We used to have a trunk that size where you'd pack all of your stuff in for the term, so you'd have all your clothes in and whatnot. And then slightly smaller than that, we would have a tuck box where you'd keep in kind of like the bits and pieces like the, I don't know, like your magazines or toys that you were taking, but also your tuck. So you take you didn't take your little snacks. So each and every night at bedtime, you were allowed to have one piece of your tuck from your tuck box, which matron would oversee. Yeah, it is a bit like Hogwarts. And I always used to get terrible
30 pots every flavour beans did you have?
Yeah. No, I used to. My friends used to have like Twixes and Mars bars and stuff, and I used to have like, I don't know, the really rubbish like breakaways or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s. Anyway, and we always used to have a little suitcase as well because you used to have a suitcase to carry all of your schoolwork in.
Oh.
So that's why that really reminds me of me boarding school days.
Yeah, Hagrid.
And a bloke called Hagrid.
You're a wizard, Ben.
Benny Potter.
Benny Potter.
More like Benny Potty. Yeah, so that's what that reminds me of. I don't know. Let us know in the comments if these kind of images transport you back to any sort of places and times of yesteryear. I went to Exeter Cathedral School for 3 years, where I was a choir boy. And then I went to a school called Blundell's in Tiverton for 3 years following that.
Blundell sounds like it could be from a Potteresque thing, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
when you drive through it, because like the school was kind of like, it was on like the main road, and like half the school was one side and half the school was the other side. But it wasn't as grand as Hogwarts, but some of the buildings were that sort of style. And when you walked inside, like some of the big assembly hall and the hall for the like the dinner hall and stuff. Yeah, it was that kind of thing. Sorry, there you go. Sorry, and Nicholas is saying the second most searched for thing of Exeter Cathedral School is then Chris Martin, because as I said, I went to school with Chris Martin from Coldplay. There you go. See, so I'm not lying. Staying
told
alive.
You.
Eh?
Mark Knopfler went to my high school, didn't he?
Who went to your school?
Mark Knopfler.
No, he did he?
Yeah. Was in the year above me, a couple of years above me, yeah.
Ha! Did you know him?
No, but I taught that in assembly that they did assemblies based on him and how his teacher told him that he better start studying his English and stuff because he wasn't going to make money with his guitar.
Is that actually right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
and then he's been in one of the biggest bands of all time.
Exactly, yeah.
Ah. Muse are from Devon, from Teignmouth. They're from Teignmouth. Yeah. Does it make you wish, though, that you'd stayed in touch with Mark Knopfler? Like, I wish I'd stayed in touch with Chris Martin or become more of his friend whilst I was at school,
Yeah, no.
I could imagine you in the back of Dire Straits on your...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
With your headband on.
Oh, God, yeah, I had me set back and my mullet hairdo.
Yeah.
That was me, Ben.
Was it? Was
That
it?
was me, yeah.
Got your crafting for nothing, get your tips for free.
That ain't working.
That's the way you do it. Oh, dear.
We're having too much fun, Ben. Too much fun.
Too much fun. Stop it.
Good.
Get back to
Crafting
talking
shouldn't
craft.
be a lark, should it?
Hey?
It shouldn't be a laugh like this.
That's it. What's going on here?
Yeah, what's this
Seriously.
about?
I think you could turn these suitcases. Yes, do you know what? Our larking around has turned into a good idea. Jane says, I think that you could actually turn these suitcases into a Harry Potter themed card.
Absolutely, you could. Definitely, you could. Little, 9 3/4 kind of thing going on there.
Absolutely, yeah.
For sure.
Stick a little HP on the old...
Yeah, that's it. Sauce. Yeah.
yeah. Bottle of brown sauce on there.
Bottle of Branson.
Brilliant. They look great.
Yeah.
Sheena, this is amazing, says Marianne. Rosalind says, these strokes give me the HP vibe. And we've got our BG parody song, Sheena.
Halfway, which was this?
You should be crafting.
You should be crafting, yeah. Right, it'll be top of the charts very soon, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Sign up now, yeah.
Hey, do you know what though, Hannah? You joke about, I can't say the thought that's just come into my head there, but that could potentially be the next crafting parody song, and for very good reason, which you guys will find out sooner rather than later.
Really?
Sheena,
Is it spooky?
I can't say anything because I would be dragged into the office. I'll tell you guys in a break.
Whoa,
But
spooky.
yes, Sheena, I might need your vocal talents later on.
Yeah. Well,
at some
hey,
point.
protect them because they're precious.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, Debbie wants to sing on the next parody, so we'll get her in as well. Well, because if we're going to do a Bee Gees parody, there were 3 of them, weren't there?
Well, absolutely. Yeah. She could be Morris or Barry or.
The main guy was.
There was.
Who was the lead singer? That was
Barry Gibb did the one with Barbara Streisand and stuff. He was like one of the main, and I can't remember. It was Morris and Barry.
Morris, Barry, and
the other one. Morris, Barry.
Who was the one that later on wore the glasses and the hat? Oh dear. Morris Gibb.
One of them was married to Lulu.
Barry Gibb.
Morris was married to Lulu, wasn't he?
Morris and Morris, was there? Maurice and Morris?
No.
Oh, Robin Gibb. That was the other one.
That's the
Robin.
one.
Sorry, I didn't hear you say Robin.
Yeah,
Robin Gibb. There we go.
Robin. What you like, Robin?
What are you like? Sandra said, we had a serving spoon. This is about turnips. My mum's grandma had passed down. It was so worn down, the tip was worn off to a sharp edge. And Michelle Gibbs says there were no pumpkins to be had back then, Ben. So there you go. Solved the mystery of the turnip.
Yeah.
So the stuff we talk about, eh?
Hey. Yeah.
What we like.
But you've got people relating, no, Ben?
That's it.
That's
People,
the thing.
That's it. All this random chat.
Yeah.
Whilst we watch you paint. That's beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful.
Well, it's coming on all right. We'll do a little bit of a sepia kind of wash on the walls. Maybe try a bit lighter, and then we'll put a bit of pop colour on that background there. The pepper there, and let's just mix them. Very, very muted, because I want all the colour to be in that on the scarf and on the thing. So I'm just really keeping everything pretty pale now.
There we go. Do fire in any more questions you might have for us. Any more comments? Anything you want to see? I've just looked at the time. I can't believe we are less than 50 minutes left on the show.
How long?
Less than 50.
50? Wow.
Blown over, isn't it?
Yeah, flying. Okay, pick it up then a bit.
That's it.
Pick up the pace.
Another show to come later, Beautiful Beginnings. Lily's going to be over this side for the final show. I'm off to go and see Daisy in Matilda Junior, which I'm looking forward to. Her school production. She's not got a main part because it's kind of like it's the whole school. So she did a little audition, but she's one of the chorus members. So, but looking forward to that. Should be good. Love Matilda. Miss Trunchbull's going to be in it, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Matilda, funnily enough, George. Yeah. I'll report back tomorrow. Sheena, this is amazing, says Marianne Matzer.
Oh, thank you.
A lot of love coming in for this. And very, very enjoyable to do, and just very enjoyable and relaxing to watch you do it as well.
Good. Well, that's good. You know, it's quite unusual for me because I usually have the luxury and the time of being able to like colour something in as you would in real time. So it kind of feels a little bit strange in a way because I keep saying to you guys, is it okay? Is it not taking too long? And like, no, that's what people are enjoying seeing. But yeah, as long as that's what you want to see, just, I'm happy to do it. But
yeah, I mean, if you want to see anything else, let us know.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll do it for you.
Yeah, sure.
It's very illustrative as well, if that's a word, the colouring here. It looks like it's come straight out of but this could, for me, we were talking about Harry Potter, but it could have come out of a Harry Potter book, this kind of
cool
illustration and colouring. I think it looks brilliant.
Cool. So we'll have that pop of colour just on there like that. And so put the colour on darker, and then I just want a wash of the pink so that it gives it a kind of looks like it's got folds in it.
What is that? Is that a scarf?
Yeah, little scarf. So it could be, even though it's very earthy looking, it could be, good for a girl's kind of coat as well.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is just look a little bit and maybe get a little bit of white in there, and maybe just tidy up some of these little bits here. We'll just put another little wash there just to drag that out a little bit, to tidy up, kind of fade out the edges a little bit.
Sort of frames it as well, doesn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Barry was the lead singer of the Bee Gees, says Linda.
Was he?
Yeah, Morris Barry. Robin says Deborah Durant.
Yeah.
Michelle Gibb. Oh, we've got a Gibb on the show. Michelle Gibb says, my husband jokingly says he's the poor relation of the Bee Gees. What's his first name, Michelle? You'll have to let us know. And Sherry says, Ben, tell Sheena I've sent a picture of the deer twins and I will send her the bear pic.
Oh, the deer twins are lovely. I saw them, yeah.
What's that?
There's little twins in Sherry's garden.
Oh.
It's like, yeah. Sherry's the one who had like the bear in her garden. Yeah, seriously. She obviously doesn't live in Newcastle, Sherry.
She doesn't live in Newcastle?
No, not from Newcastle.
Not with the bear in the garden.
No. Yeah. Cool, isn't it?
That. Yes, says Dawn Braddock, it's definitely very relaxing watching Sheena colour. It's taking the stress out of my shoulders.
Oh, okay, good.
And Nick Connie says, sorry, uber late to class. Hello, Professors Douglas and Ben. And hi to our amazing CTV team. And this colouring, says Nick Connie, is amazing.
Thank you. It's, you just have fun with it, build it up bit by bit. And yeah, the highlights will be the last bit on there. I think we'll maybe put a little bit higher on that handle there, a little bit on there. And I'm not going to overdo it too much more. I think we'll just call it done on this little bit here.
Yeah, that's what you call an open and shut case, isn't it?
It is an open and shut case, absolutely, Ben. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that'll do it.
That's phenomenal, that.
There you go.
I love it.
Coloured in.
Very, very beautiful. It is one of the 3 main images that you're going to get when you go for the Showstopper. Over 30% of the stock now gone. Busy for this. If you don't want to go for the Showstopper with the pens, you can just go for the stamps on their own. But that is the Showstopper collection. Just here, as you've just seen, £28 or $36 is your platinum price. We then also give you the aqua pens in your essentials. So you've got those dual-ended aqua pens, those watercolour markers. One end you've got that ultra fine nib, the other end you've got that brush nib, and those are the colours there again for you, so that you can just see for yourself the colours that you're going to be getting within that set, within the essentials. You've got your peach, your spice, and all things nice. Terracotta, tan, chocolate, sepia and black. You've got your charcoal, slate, moss, olive and lime. And again, just great to see those on like a colour swatch, isn't it? So you can get an idea of how beautiful the colours are, all of the different shades that you can create by adding your water to these. And then of course, don't forget, think about mixing and matching, creating new colours with these. And just to show you again the kind of things that you're going to be creating here. The images are absolutely outstanding. And I love the fact that we've got such a selection of beautiful cards to show you, to kind of give you an idea of what you can create. My favourite card is coming up here. Oh, I love that. Like your vintage kind of old style sepia photo, but then from that, you know, you can do something perhaps a little more simple like this. You can create, again, beautiful backgrounds, matte and layer to create cards just like this. Again, something really different with that study scene, something perhaps a little bit more traditional, but creating that sort of vignette with your black there. And then again here, something, again, a little bit more traditional with those suitcases. I love that, leaving a bit of empty space there to add in your sentiment, but some fantastic designs. Don't know if I've shown you the trug, but you're also going to be receiving that one as well within the set. £28 or $36 is your platinum price. Of course, if you use that code today, summer, you'll get £5 off that price. So it is an incredible launch price today. It was already good at £28 or $36. It's made even better. And just to reiterate, you can use that code today. Normally when we give you these codes, you can't use them on launches, but it is working for you. There's fewer kind of exceptions to the rule this time around. So use that code at checkout, summer, get an extra £5, $5 off. I'll tell you more about the 'Tis the Season code in just a little bit. Questions coming through, loads of comments. We'll read those in just a second. Want to just quickly show you the deal that we've got on the aqua pens as well. So you get the essentials within the Showstopper. However, if you want to pick up the 3 other sets, so the floral, the nature and the primaries, you can do that in this bundle here. This again is a great deal for you because actually you're buying 3 and you are getting the 4th for free within this set. And this is core Spectrum Noir product once again. You know, the core sort of watercolour markers that we bring you day in, day out. When you get an opportunity to pick these up on a deal like this, it is a great opportunity to grab them. So here's your primary. Again, if you want to go for these individually, you can. Sheena was saying a nice one potentially to go with the essential set that you've got within your collection, but you're going to get scarlet and crimson and burgundy. You've got your orange and gold and yellow in there, aquamarine, that teal and navy I love, and then you've got your purples as well, the magenta and the red violet. So that's the first set. Then we are going to give you your florals. Again, 12 more pens in here. The colours you're going to receive in this set are here. So you've got the begonia, pink rose and blossom, the beautiful marigold, your jasmine and sunflower, meadow, bud green, leaf green, orchid, heather, and then the wildflower. And then the final set, and it's like we're giving you this final set of pens, the nature, for absolutely nothing. Here again are all of the colours that you'll receive within the set, the nature. So you've got sunset, amber, chestnut, fawn, desert and topaz, evergreen, sea green and kingfisher, and then the beautiful peacock blue, marine, and your boulder. And remember, it doesn't end there actually, because that buy 2 get 1 free deal is $36.78 works out platinum. It's $52.78 if you're platinum in the US. Then you use that code summer and you're down another £5 or $5 on that price. Thank you everybody for the lovely comments. You need to get your baskets checked out, but Cindy Connor just saying, I just love watching Sheena over and over again. I rewatch every show and I learn new things with each viewing. Thank you so much for being here, Sheena, and thank you for sharing your talent with us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm loving it. Yeah.
I do feel like, you know, Sheena is super talented. We learn a lot and we laugh a lot as well, which is what I like. We learn and we laugh. Michelle Gibb. Oh, my husband's first name is Ray. Ray Gibb, the Lost BG. The Lost BG.
He was the best one of the lot.
Wasn't he?
Yeah, he was amazing, really.
Nee Connie says, cannot say enough about how great that image has turned out. Miss Sheena makes the washes look so easy and fun. A couple of quick questions. We will go to a break. A few people asking about the pen that you were using, the white pen.
Yes.
What was that?
This one here. It was the Staedtler white brush pen.
Yes.
That's the very one there.
If you've got the Academy of Colour, we do have a white pen within that one.
I need to get Leanne on to like making us the perfect white pen. We need to talk.
Yeah.
Okay, Leanne.
Zig and Zag need to get their heads together.
Zig and Zag absolutely can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not smashy and nicey. Yeah.
Why don't you go talk to your great mate? I loved watching Sheena Colour, says Mary. I always learned something from her. Her stamps are great, but without watching her, I probably wouldn't try them. Well, that's good news then, isn't it? That you can pick up loads of tips. It looks like a book illustration, says Dawn. Does, doesn't it? Could have been straight out of one of the Harry Potter books. Sherry says, really great stamps, and Sheena brings them to life. And I've been colouring tea and cake and enjoying Sheena's beautiful colouring and Ben and Sheena's banter, says Paul Prince ×4. Listen, there's so many comments. We'll read a few more after the break, but we will take a break. Yeah. Give you opportunity to get your baskets checked out, get the aqua markers, get these new stamps. They're flying out the door, very, very busy. And we'll come back with some more demos, some more hashtag bans, some more comments, and then, of course, the vote for the demo of the show. Only got about half an hour left. We'll see you in a moment.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. Shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right?
Yeah.
Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What did she do?
Exactly
what
how
did she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those three people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part, and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for checking out your baskets. Over 30% of the Showstoppers now gone. Beautiful card, Sheena, says Crafty Angie. Incredible samples, says Marianne Matzer. Reminds me of my childhood attic with my old camp steamer trunk stored away. Yeah. I wonder if my mum and dad have still got my old trunk, actually, from the boarding school days. I'll ask and see. Wonder what's in it. Love the pens. I have all of them, says Sylv. Lisa says, I've just sorted out my pens. I staggered the pen trays like Sheena suggested and taped the sides. It's much better. Tar very much.
There you go.
Like have them on like a stadium stagger.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did that on last week on a TV. Yeah.
This is my happy time with Sheena and Ben, says Sherry Miller. Thank you. And Daniel says, Ben, did the package arrive for you and the team? Oh, I don't know. Oh, yeah, you were sending like a sweet package. I've not been here. It's my first day back since Friday, so I don't know. If it has arrived, I haven't been told about it. Who did you address it to, Daniel? Whose name is on the package? Let me know. Hopefully, it was mine. And I will share it around everybody else. No, I will really. I'm kind of hoping it hasn't arrived, because if it has arrived, well, A, I haven't been told about it, and B, if it has arrived, it might already have been eaten. But I don't think it has. Let us know. Right, let's get back to it. We've got about half an hour left. What can we show us in the last half hour?
Well, it's another technique. And it's, you know what, you think I would just play it safe, would you not?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to.
You're not going to play it safe?
I'm not going to play it safe.
Danger crafting with
Danger
Sheena.
crafting, yeah. Because I thought, well, you know when you stamp with the pens?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we'd do a bit of that.
Oh, nice one.
So, but there's a lot going on here. So I'm going to have to try and, well, A, be quick, and B, simplify a bit, all right? So, right, first off, I'm going light on the sunflowers with a yellow pen. I'm going over that, using the brush side, obviously, of the pen.
Yeah.
Over the sunflower area, because that's going to be one of the lightest colours. Now, I'm probably going to, and then I'm going to go along with a little bit of marigold towards the centre of them, just to give them a little bit of variation, maybe towards the centre and the base of the petals. So that's them done. I'm going to go, then let's do the leaves. Let's start with a bit of, this is never going to be as definite as if you're going to stamp and then colour in.
No.
You're going to get an abstract-ish, kind of watercolour-y, ethereal, wet into wet kind of look. Yeah? So don't worry that, don't try for precision when you're doing this, because you're not going to get it, all right? And then you'll just be disappointed. You might as well just, you know, tell it like it is, and you're going to be fine. It'll be good.
That's it.
And we'll put a bit of that one. So we've got some greens going on there. Again, when we come to that point, we'll see what we're going to get.
And do you have to be fairly quick when you're doing this?
Fairly quick, because this is going to start drying. Now the terracotta is easy, because that's what I'm using for the plant pots.
Yeah.
And the thing is when you do this, you get a bit of terracotta, might go towards the gloves a bit, might go towards the, but that's the look. So, you know, don't try and take too long being precision with this, because it doesn't matter as long as it's looking quite cool and you've got the kind of some colours changing from one to the other.
Yeah.
You know, you might end up with something that looks pretty good, but you might end up with something that is a bit more abstract-y looking. And at the end of the day, that's just the way crafting is you try these things, don't you? And see what you're going to get. That's the fun of it. So I'm painting these little 4 candles there. Four candles. Yeah. 4 candles. You can't help it, can you? Will that ever not be a thing? 4 candles. And then we'll change, let's do the colour of this trug. Let's do the trug tan colour. Let's do that there. So I've just gone bold with basic full-on colours there. Once this is done, we might be able to add a bit more colour and refine it somewhat here and there.
Yeah.
But for the minute, Ben, we're just worried about getting that everything
Get
covered,
it stamped.
getting colour on there. I want a pale colour, not too bold for the background books. And they're all quite bolder colours I'm looking at. Maybe, right, bear with, nobody move. Let's go with, well, let's go bold colour. Let's go this one. This will definitely stand out, yep.
Ooh.
We've gone bold, Ben. Yeah, bold as you like with this one here. So, right, so I think we've got everything covered there. I'm going to pop a little bit of black on the base. Wow, we have got quite a bit going on there. So we need that colour to transfer to the background. So the best way to do that is going to be to dampen the card a little bit with your mister, all right? The wetter it is, the more watercolour and ethereal it's going to be.
Yeah.
The good thing with these misters is they are a mist rather than a spray. So they are a little bit, you know, they'll just dampen the card. And the thing is with the repositionable, oh, look at that.
Oh, that's brilliant.
How cool is that?
That is so good. I think that's my favourite thing I've seen today.
Yeah, it's cool,
I love
isn't
it.
So that's, bearing in mind we just went pretty quick with that, what we can do now is we can start being a bit more kind of deliberate with bits and pieces where we want to colour things. We'll smudge this out here because that's going to be shadow. So we can play with that bit there and drag it out like that. And if you leave this on there, if you did blend it too much and you want to put the detail back, you can if you haven't moved it.
Yeah.
We can stamp over the top again. So just by going over and just making this a little bit more solid where we want it. But I think embrace that loose effect. You know, if you liked it without colouring it in, that looks cool too. Or you can do this and go for it that way too.
Lisa's just gone, wow. And Susie says, wow, spritzing the paper instead of huffing on the stamp. Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, because we often see the huff technique,
The
don't we?
huff technique, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, and then you can kind of control how wet the card is too. You know, if you want it really abstract looking and watery, you can, if you make the card wetter, you're going to get more of that. If you want it sharper, don't wet it as much. I could have gone sharper by not having as much moisture in the card then when I stamped it.
Yeah, and this is just a damp brush again now, is it?
It's no, yeah, barely damp. I'm wetting it, but then using it virtually dry, just to drag the colour. Almost dry brush.
So cool. There's lots of wows and brilliance coming through on the comments, and awesomes as well.
Looks pretty, doesn't it? Yeah. And then the leaves, will make them a little bit more solid. And like, you know, maybe leave a little bit of white card as well. Resist blending everything in. So have a little bit of a lighter area.
Harley says, since you have the platform, can you stamp different areas in at different stages?
Did I stamp?
Since you have the platform, could you stamp different areas in at different stages, or would that be
You possibly
difficult?
could, yeah. Yeah, you could, definitely. I never thought of that. Yeah, that would be easier again. Sure. Yeah. Oh, I've made myself life a lot more difficult for myself.
That's what comes with danger crafting.
Danger crafting, yeah. I like the adrenaline approach.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So you can put a little bit, what we can do now is just pop a little bit of colour here and there where you want it, if you want to be a bit more specific. And then we'll dry it and we'll try over stamping and putting the detail back. Shall we try that? Put the detail.
Let's do it.
So we'll pop the little centres in there. Let's pop a little bit of a shade just there, just a little bit. So I'm going to try and I'm going to resist the temptation to go and try and tidy it up too much, because I think that's the beauty of it, is it's just that loose look, that kind of cool ethereal look. So I'm going to dry that, Ben, if there's anything you need to talk about, and then we'll go and over stamp it.
Yeah, perfect, says Sherry. So awesome, watercolour. Wow, says Connie, have to try this stamp colouring. Thank you, Sheena. Laurel says, love the tip of colouring the stamp, then spritzing with water. Looks fantastic. By the way, if you are in the need of spritzers and misters, yeah, then you can pick up our pick of the day today, which is a hand-picked collection from Sheena, which does contain spritzers and mitts. That's really hard to say. Spritzers and misters. I love stamping with watercolours, says Sil Sparkly. It makes colour so easy and it looks fab. Cindy Connie says, I don't mean to leave you out, Ben. You never leave me out. I love watching you as well. Very entertaining. You make me smile. Thank you. Thank you. And current demo of the week holder as well. Which means I am in the running for demo of the month. I'd love it if I did get that vote at the end of the month. Because I won one last year. That was in August. Who knows? I might, with your votes, get the vote. When will that be? What Sunday in July is that going to be? I'll make sure I'm in. Let's have a look. I don't normally do weekends, but for that, I would make an exception. It's going to be the 28th, isn't it? No, 30th. 30th of July. Put it in your calendars, everyone. Vote Moseby. Vote Moseby. Clarice says, every day is a school day, and Dawn Braddock has just put lots of laughing emojis saying, danger crafting. It's the way to go. Get that adrenaline hit you need whilst do your colouring. Extreme crafting, says Sil Sparkly. Next week, Sheena will be crafting on a scaffolding gable 1,000 feet off the ground, wearing only a safety wire.
Absolutely, that's me. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thrill seeker that I am.
And Laura says, I love this new term, danger crafting. Started something new here.
Hey. So what I'm doing, I'm just wiping this out. You know what? You could have got another background. You could have got another card out of that, Ben. All that ink that was on there. I would have stamped another one and done another card, to be honest. There was all that colour that I've just wiped off because we want to now put the line over the top. So we're going to stamp over that and put the detail back.
Gotcha.
And I will use the black for this one. See what it looks like with black. Because the other thing you could do is if you didn't want to do this, you could have gone over with the fine liner, the art liner, and gone a little bit arty with it if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah. But we'll pop this on just so that it's an easy, accessible demo and see what that looks like. There you go.
Oh, nice.
Not bad at all, huh?
Yeah, really cool.
You could still, if you wanted, go over with the art liner and do some little, scribbly tidying up or define some areas a bit more if you wanted. But yeah, I like it where the line, I could have gone over and inked it again, but I think it looks nice where it's a little bit broken, the black. So, you could have gone over again and repositioned it and stamped it with the black so that it's a harsher line. But I quite like that loose kind of broken look, because then it gives you the opportunity to go over and just pick out some bits with the art liner like this if you want to make it a little bit more, scribbly and sketchy.
Yeah. You love your art liners, don't you?
I do.
You use
I think
them
they're
a
brilliant.
lot.
Yeah,
I think more than anyone, actually.
Absolutely. Because it gives it a little bit more character. You can make them look a little bit more you and less the stamp. Yeah? That makes sense.
That's it.
And that just gives you more to play with, really.
There you go, just adds a little bit more detail that adds to the illustration of it all. Looks so good.
For sure. Like that. See how you just try not to go perfectly on the line you've already got, and it looks a lot more loose and a lot more sketchy like if you do that. And if you use the different weights in those liners, it looks even better again. All right, I think I'm going to leave that at that.
Beautiful.
And say that one is done. There you go.
That is marvellous.
Yeah. Okay, I need to tidy up and have a think. I tell you what, we could do a background to go with that. So suitcases with the pens when I tidy up.
Okay.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
Ready? Let me tidy up and then we'll come back to that.
Lisa says, love that. Phil says, Ben's not Danger Mouse, he's Danger Mose.
Oh, Danger Mose.
Do you remember that TV
He's
show?
fantastic.
Wherever there is danger, he'll be there. Ben, next time Sheena comes, dress as Barry Gibb. You will win. That's from Sherry.
Brilliant.
Yeah, those are all the comments for now. Thank you for those, everybody. We'll do a vote in just a few moments' time for your demo of the show. But the watercolour card, again, this is a nice one to have. If you are, of course, doing all of your watercolour techniques, this is the one to go for, really. So slightly bigger than A4 size, 9x12, 300 GSM. And you're going to get 20 sheets, but you're actually getting 40 because you have got your 2 pads. You're buying one, you're getting the second one for half price, £16.78 or $19.18. If you use your code there, of course, Summer will get you another 5 off that. We do have our premium watercolour card in the sheets of 15 as well on the show, whichever one you want to go for. But this is probably the deal for you, and that is the code at the bottom of your screen there, Summer. And then we've also got your pick of the day as well. This, again, 24 hours only. We launched this for that time with double points, and you can still use your code on this. So what is effectively a $27.95, $42.95 bundle comes down to £16, $24. Use that code Summer. It is £11 or $19 if you're platinum, and you'll get double points on it. It's just a really nice kind of backup bundle to have for all of your blending and watercolor techniques. You're going to get one of your mats in there. That is the heat resistant non-slip matte. Again, absolutely brilliant for doing your blending with. And also, if you are someone perhaps who likes to craft on the go, maybe you like to head to the caravan or take some crafty bits and pieces on with you when you go on holiday, that is perfect to take with you. We're also going to be giving you the blending tool, the rectangle. It says it's a square, but it's a rectangle. You get the 2 spare heads with the actual tool itself, and then we give you 10 of those replacement heads too. So again, you've got lots for all of the different colours that no doubt you'll have within your collection. We're giving you your set of spritzers in there as well, those 4 misters, and you're also going to get your mini blending sponges as well. So, you've got a mixture here of great items. And again, when it comes to your blending, the fact that you've got your tools, you've got the sponges in there, whatever actually takes your fancy, or whatever you prefer working with. Horses for courses, it's £16 or $24 for that collection. Available today is the pick of the day, or whilst stocks last. And also, of course, you're going to get double points on that too. Dawn just saying the art liners bring out so much depth. I need to use mine more. I said earlier on, I think ever since Sheena's come back on board with us here, we see the art liners being used a lot more, particularly on the Sheena shows, and it just shows you just how useful of a collection they are. And Sil Sparkley says, if Ben's Danger Mose, who is Penfold?
Ah.
Although I kind of think Sheena's like I think you'd have to be Danger Sheen, although it doesn't quite work as well. Anyway, back over to you. Have you got something quickly you can squeeze in for us?
Yeah, let's do a background with the pens, yeah?
Yeah.
So this suitcase, I've popped it on the background there, used a white pen to go around the outside, but we'll make a director paper kind of swooshy kind of background. So we'll pop some pink in there, so quite a bit of colour in this one. And we'll put some blue in there as well. So this is from the primary set. So the blue is a lot stronger than the pink. And then I'm going to, so I'll put less of that down. And I'm going to wet that, because I don't want it to be in lines. I want it to be running. I don't want it to be static. And then we'll pick that up. See what we have. Yep, that looks all right. And then we've got a nice splodge. And the thing is with this, the more you go over with the colour, the more you're going to mix the colours together. So be careful. Don't be, I've gone the wrong side there. I didn't want that to be as necessarily that side. Be careful how many times you pick the colour up is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You be quite limited with it. I think just enough like that, because I want just part of it to show and part of it not. So I'm going to dry that there. We'll dry the background. And if you want it darker, let it dry it and then do it again, rather than keep mixing and mixing it. because then you'll lose the definition of the pink and the blue. It'll all just become a mid-purple colour.
Yeah.
So dry that.
Uh-huh.
So we've stamped with the pens this hour. We've created a background. We did a bit of blending with them the previous hour, didn't we, with the glycerin?
Yep.
And obviously coloured in with them. And we've created a background.
So we've not done too bad, have we, over the course of the 2 hours?
Sorry?
We've not done too bad, have we?
We haven't done too bad. We've packed it in, Ben. We do, yeah, absolutely. And with some Bee Gees singing.
Yeah.
What's to lose?
I mean, what else have we done?
Better.
We've done so much over the course of the show. Inspired people to get carving turnips this year instead of pumpkins.
Yeah, absolutely. Get the kids busy now with it. Yeah. And a pumpkin.
Start now. Buy a turnip tonight. Give it to the kids.
Right before the summer holidays.
Yeah. I've got a great job for you for the 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Carve a turnip. You'll have it ready for the 31st.
Halloween.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I bet you pumpkins you could get, you know, but the parents kept quiet, you know, when we were kids, like, don't tell them the pumpkin secret, that, you know.
Oh,
they didn't have to be a turnip. We could have got a pumpkin, but yeah, nobody's speaking of it. Oh, yes, hang on.
Sheena at bed says, Laurel, you've inspired me to get my craft room organised since my move so I can get back to crafting and using some of the tips you so generously share. Well, that's good news.
Good, that's what we're here for. That's the point, isn't it? That's what we want.
That is what we're here for. And Daniel says, in the case of the missing package, because Daniel sent us sweets, Ben, I checked the tracking and Debbie Robinson signed for it today.
Today? Debbie Robinson?
Debbie's not here.
No.
She signed for it at 11:21.
What?
Where is she? Someone's impersonating Debbie because she's not here today, unless she's been hiding. The plot thickens. Just whilst you're sticking this as well, Sally says, can Sheena tell us again where her white pen is from?
All right, I will get that and
do that in a minute.
For you in a sec. I'll pop that in there. There you go. What's that?
Yeah.
Right, the pen, coming back at you, is that very pen there, Staedtler white brush pen. That's what you're looking for.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, fabulous. Look at how quickly Sheena whips up a quick background. No faffing, says Shadiah. You just whip that up, no faff.
Yeah, that's it. Done. Whip it up.
Yeah.
Boom. Job's good. Thing is you can over-egg the pudding with that technique. You can keep picking it up, keep picking it up. And what happens is, like I say, instead of having some strong pink areas, some strong blue areas, you'll end up with an overall mix of the two, and it'll be just a mid-purple if you keep going over it. Let dry it and then pick it up again, and it'll be better.
But it's a cool background, it's a cool effect, but it's so easy to achieve with how you've shown us, and you get a random effect every time.
That's it, yeah, absolutely. So that's the fun of it. There's and leave some white card as well. It's nice if you have that little swoosh of colour. It's about the negative space, the non-coloured space as well.
Right, well, shall we line up your cards and get a vote going for the demo
back
of
to
the show? Oh yeah.
The Twilight Zone card.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my favourite.
Yeah. I feel like I want to do that Rod Serling thing, you know. They thought they were making a simple card. They crafted their way into the Twilight Zone.
That's one.
And then that one there.
Oh,
which hasn't been finished up. It needs trimming, it needs mounted, he's doing that whole thing. Which was a nice quick technique.
Two.
And then that one there.
Oh. Three's good. Liam's in the studio likes one. I like one because I like the happy accident effect that we achieved with that.
Yeah.
It's your vote though, it's not our vote. 1, 2 or 3?
I think I'll go 3.
You're going to go 3?
I'm on 3.
Okay, I'll go 1.
Okay.
Vote now, you've got about 2 minutes to get your vote in. Beautiful, Sheena, gorgeous, says Meave. And Inkwell Chick says that background is perfect for the art. Looks like a photo, Matt, says Rosalind Russell. Let's just recap you on the deals that we've got here whilst we're waiting for that vote to come through. Is your special moment. Sheena's amazing new stamp collection, these watercolour stamps. We love them. You're going to get all 3 within the Showstopper, plus you're getting the aqua pens in the Essentials blend for you too. So if I just show you, it works out that you get the stamps, you then get the pens. and you are actually only paying half price for those within the bundle. Those are all of the colours that you're getting within those pens there. So it's your essentials: peach, spice and terracotta, tan and chocolate and sepia. You've got your black, your charcoal, your slate. You've got moss in there, you've got olive and lime too. But look at these gorgeous images. These are the stamps that you're going to absolutely love. Use them for all occasions, as we said. This one here is my particular favourite. And how crazy that we've created so many different cards already with this in the 2 shows. That beautiful kind of 1 colour blend earlier on from Wake Up Call, and this afternoon that Twilight Zone card. But the point is, again, you can be a little bit more traditional, as we've seen here. But this kind of scene, great for you know, your new home cards, great for new job cards, great for retirement, great for someone perhaps who's got a promotion, maybe someone who's just started working at home as well. This one comes with sentiments like congratulations on your, and then you can add new job, promotion, retirement. You've got don't work too hard, I like that one, and also one which just says low tech. That's me all over, that is. Then you've got this beautiful card here, which is depicting that trug with the little terracotta pots in and the sunflowers. You've got your little books in there as well, and a pair of gardening gloves. Great, again, maybe someone has just retired. Maybe you are looking for some amazing cards to give to that man in your life, because we always say, us blokes are difficult to make cards for. Set of 3 stamps there, which are going to be absolutely perfect. Happy retirement is one of your stamps there, and you've also got enjoy some time for you. And then this last one, as we've already discussed, could be again for someone who's on the move, someone who's going travelling. Maybe the kids or the grandkids are off to college or university. Maybe they've just come back from college or university and want to congratulate them. Maybe somebody's got a new home. Maybe, as we discussed earlier on, you've got someone in your life who's a bit of a Harry Potter fan. That's the kind of thing, you know, with a couple of little initials maybe on the front of that trunk, the kind of thing that you can sort of manipulate into that kind of effect. And again, just to show you some of the cards which Sheena's team have popped together here, just to put in your mind's eye again the kind of thing that you can be creating. It is such a lovely set. Now, if you don't want to go for the Showstopper as well, maybe you don't want to go for those aqua pens, it is the best value for money deal to get those half price, but maybe you just go, I just want the stamps on my own, thanks very much. Well, you can do that. Those are available for you as an individual bundle. There it is on screen, £19.18 if you're a platinum member. And also worth bearing in mind, you can get an extra 5 off that as well. If you use that code SUMMER, it is available for you today. You can use it pretty much on most things, certainly on these launches. So what a great way to take a brand new launch from a great price of £19.18 or £23.88 to £14.18 or £18.88. That code SUMMER is available for you, whichever way you choose to go on these. Worth bearing in mind as well, on the website right now, we do have the 'Tis the Season sale. That continues. It's rolling on through until Friday. New lines were added at the back end of last week, and we've obviously got those deals there where you can get up to 70% off. Incredible. We've got some items there where you're only paying maybe $1, $2, $3 for, and if it wasn't enough to get 70% off, you can now get an extra 5% off on top of the deals by using the code EXTRA5. That gives you an extra 5% off the already incredible deals on that part of the website. Demo of the show.
Number 1. Really?
In a landslide, apparently.
Wow. There you go then. Number 1.
That's incredible. Love that so much. Love that. Thank you so much for a fab show.
Cool.
You're back
Thank
with
you.
more on Beautiful Beginnings later on.
Beautiful beginnings, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what you got up your sleeve?
We're going to be...
Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. I'll tell you, but you don't want to stick to it anyway.
No.
So, yeah, more stamping, talking, colouring. That
Danger
kind
crafting.
of stuff. Bit of crafting. Right, we'll make a card. How about that? I know. Let's try.
Oh no!
What?
Stop! 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 I've just had a message through.
Yeah.
No! A typo.
Really?
This is the first time this has ever happened. On my watch, anyway. It wasn't number 1 in a landslide.
No! Oh, that's like one of those big events, wouldn't it? Like, sorry, you didn't. Yeah. Oh no.
I'm a bit gutted about that because I really like one.
Oh, it was 3 minutes.
In a landslide. Tell you why that's happened. Because of the Twilight
Yes,
Zone.
there's that spooky card, I tell you.
Number 3 in a landslide.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, look. It's like thought about me. No, mate. No, sorry, on you.
Oh. Well, there you go. Thankfully, we got that right. Thank you, Susie. Whew. I thought I read that wrong for a second, but I was like, no, you definitely put number 1. Number 3 is the winner. Thank you to Sheena, as always, absolutely brilliant. I will be back with you tomorrow. As I said, I'm going off to see Daisy in her show tonight, so Lily will be here with you with Sheena for Beautiful Beginnings from 6 o'clock tonight. It's 1 o'clock Eastern. Make sure you join us, especially if you're fairly new to this crazy world of crafting, this crazy world of danger crafting, because this is the show where you can ask the questions, you can get those comments in. And again, it's a great show just to refresh your memory on anything you might have forgotten. So Sheena and Lily will see you later. I will see you in the morning. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Keep shopping. Until then, bye for now.